Hi guys, today I'm going to be talking to you about Myrrh Oleo extracts from Apothecary's Garden. I'm going to tell you guys a little bit about Apothecary's Garden, the company, then I'm going to talk about the product itself, and finally I'm going to give you my opinion of it. My name is Sharon, welcome back to my channel. Make sure you guys subscribe below and turn on notifications to get the latest updates. Okay, so let's get started. Apothecary's Garden is run by a man called Dan Rigler, and he is world renowned for his knowledge about frankincense. So he says on his website, and I've written this down, he does herbal apothecary, he's a wildcrafter, a sculptor. He goes and he's really concerned about freshness and fair trade. So he travels the world and he works with these small farms or what have you, family-run farms, trying to find the best products for you. He's also concerned about sustainability, and he does do some things that are kind of a little bit woo to me, and they're astrodynamic. So on his thing here, it says an astrodynamical preparation, and I looked that up on his website. So he has 3 websites. He has apothecary'sgarden.com, he also has Fair Trade Frankincense, and he also sells through Etsy. And he can explain to you about how exactly you prepare something astrodynamically. It has to do with, the moon and how long it's set out and things like that. But I did really like his company. I was looking to buy some more exotic things, and I checked out his Etsy group, his Etsy page, and right now he has 82 products for sale. And the types of ones that he has is, of course, resin. So frankincense and myrrh are resins. What these are, if you think of kind of like a maple tree and the sap that comes out of that, it's similar with frankincense and myrrh. So you're cutting a tree, and it's a sustainable practice if you do it properly, and you take out the resin, and then you can create products from that. So besides resins, he also has tinctures, which are usually alcohol-based. He has some balms. He has perfume ingredients. And when I'm talking about perfume ingredients, I'm talking about natural perfume. So check out his Etsy. He has things like civet, skunk, propolis, things that I really haven't heard of. But if you're into that, check that out. He also has hydrosols, which are floral water, oil extracts, which is what this is, some powder resins and resin extracts. So a lot of things that he sells. And he's also really helpful. So he's involved in another Facebook group. It's a frankincense one. I'm going to link to that below so you can check that out. But he's very well respected, and he took the time to answer some of my questions. So I purchased 2 things from him. I purchased something of myrrh and frankincense. And unfortunately, the myrrh that I bought was not the one that I looked at. I'm going to tell you guys a little bit about that later. But I really do enjoy checking out the information on his website. If you want to try to make oleo extractions yourself, he has step-by-step instructions, how you can make distillations and things like that on his websites. And I'm going to link to both of those below, as well as his Etsy page, and definitely check it out. So that is some information about Dan Rigler. I highly respect him. I don't know that much about frankincense and myrrh, but I've definitely learned a lot from his pages. So I purchased this. This is a myrrh oleo extract. And what that is it is also known as an oleoresin. So I have vanilla oleoresin that I have talked about before. And so what this is, it is the resin of the tree, and it's put in oil. So there is also the myrrh essential oil, but this is based out of, and there's myrrh absolute, but this is the oleoresin. And I actually was trying to purchase something for tooth issues or mouth issues. So we have bad teeth in our family. I know everybody says, avoid sugar and avoid, starchy food and brush and floss and all that. And we do that. But a lot has to do with genetics and even teeth shape. So I was looking at another option besides using fluoride with my daughter for fluoride rinse. So I wanted to purchase the myrrh tincture, which you could actually add to water. So it's an alcohol-based, add to water, and it said it would make about 100 individual mouthwash things. So I purchased this thinking that I was actually purchasing the tincture. So I got this probably about almost a year ago, and I added this to water, and of course, because this is oil, it's an oleoresin, it just beaded at the top. So I would shake it and I would give it to my daughter to use. Now I know a lot better. I should not have done that. I'm not sure if you guys can see, I've barely used anything here at all, very little. But I'm not really exactly sure what to do with this. So I'm going to tell you what is in this. So he says that myrrh usually has only about 5% essential oil, whereas compared to frankincense, you get 10%. So he has, this is based, the base of this is fractionated coconut oil. Fractionated coconut oil is a coconut oil that is always liquid, so it has been refined. And he also, in addition to that, he added 2% of absolute myrrh. So I'm not exactly sure what 5% and then 2% is. I know it's not 7, it's probably something else. But he says that you can use this for oil pulling. So remember, this is a fractionated coconut oil base. So if you do oil pulling, which you traditionally use coconut oil for, this would be a great addition to that. I've tried this and I can't even do it, let alone having my young daughter do that. I think she tried it and that didn't work. We tried kind of smudging coconut oil on her teeth. That didn't work either. But it is known as being antifungal, anti-inflammatory, and pain relieving. So anti-algasthetic, I think. And it comes from Somalia. So the myrrh is from a Somalia source. And of course, like I mentioned before, he does visit all of these farms. He travels the world trying to focus on ethics and sustainability. So I do like the idea behind this. And I've tried smelling it. So because it is an oleoresin, you do have to be careful about diffusion. So I have diffused vanilla oleoresin before in my diffuser. You do have to be careful that it doesn't kind of clog up or gunk up your diffuser. Some people have said that they haven't had any problems. They're just sure to clean it afterwards. Other people have said they have had issues. My diffuser is very generic, and it's probably almost a year old. So I'm sure it's probably ending the lifespan of it. So I have tried it once or twice there, and what it smells like, so if you do smell it here and you smell the cap, it's kind of hard to describe. So I do detect citrusy smells in there. I've heard people say it smells a little bit like lime and like pine trees or fir trees or things like that, like Christmas tree-ish, and also woodsy. So it just feels a little fresh but also masculine to me. It's not a scent that I would choose to diffuse by itself. So I've given you guys a lot of information about Apothecary'S Garden. I've told you about myrrh. I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to do with this. So I've had this oil for probably nearly a year, and the shelf life, according to Etsy, according to Dan Rigler, is years. So I'm not exactly sure how long that lasts. I think I might try to add this to maybe a balm or a salve or something like that, because it is supposed to be helping with pain relief. But to be honest, more likely than not, I'm probably going to be giving it away to a friend just because I'm not sure what to do with it. So now I want to hear from you guys. Have you ever heard of Apothecary'S Garden? I know if you're involved in the resin community, I'm sure his name has come up at least more than once. If you haven't, let me know if you've ever tried the myrrh, whether it's the absolute or the essential oil, the oleoresin, and if you have any ideas about what I could possibly use this oleoresin for, because I'm kind of drawing a blank. Make sure you guys leave a comment below. I do enjoy hearing from you. Please like this video and give it a big thumbs up. Also subscribe to my channel and turn on notifications to get the latest updates. I will see you guys later.